today's question that I selected to answer is, this is a good one. What's the best way to discuss price and get to the yes? Discuss price and get to the yes. And then like a follow-up, she says, should I try to skip or speed over the price or cost to get to the yes? The quick answer is don't skip over it. Don't do it. Most of my corporate selling career before Sandler, I call those my BS days before Sandler. Get it? Yeah. And I was 22 years as a corporate sales guy before I knew Sandler concepts, and I never used to bring up the investment. Of course, the prospects called it cost or price, fees. That's in your world, right? At MST, it's fees, probably. But I never used to bring it up until the proposal. Right? Then you show them the proposal, and then they were always like, "What?" I had one guy say, "Al, you've got some nerve bringing me this proposal." And this is after, I've already, spent a lot of my own time, brought in product specialists, engineers, people. I mean, so there's an awful lot of investment on my part already in the deal just to get to proposal stage. And that's when I find out that they don't have enough budget for it. And that's crazy. That is crazy. You just can't do it that way. But I didn't know any other way back in the day. And I've noticed that people still today like to avoid the question of cost. And so I would suggest that you don't avoid it. I would suggest that you meet it actually fairly close to the front of the selling conversations. As soon as you know that there is a potential deal and you ask them some questions about the scope and what they're trying to accomplish and, what are their challenges and so on, things that we call pain in our world. Once you've had that conversation, then right away, go into ballpark. What is the investment going to be? And investment's not just in money. And because most of our clients, they're asking their clients to also invest time and effort, resources to do business. So the investment is actually a pretty broad discussion. And it is investment. It's not cost. It's not price. And so it would be good to make sure that your prospects understand that you consider it an investment, that there's going to be an ROI, so that they don't look at it as an expense, because people want to eliminate expenses and increase investment. So if you keep calling it investment, they will eventually get the point. Like I had one prospect, and I kept saying investment. He kept saying cost. I said investment. He said cost. I said investment. He said cost. Finally, he says, Al, okay, I get it. So now we're talking. So in other words, yeah, so meet it up front. Find out if they're both willing and able to invest, ballpark, enough money, time, and effort to do business together. And then if the answer is yes, then, you can talk about how they would go about making that decision, and then go ahead, and render a proposal. So it's got to be budgeted or funded, or it's got to be able to be budgeted or funded fairly easily in order to really qualify as a qualified prospect under the investment arena. And so meet it up front. Meet it soon. So that's the sales tip for today from Al Simon at Sandler Training by Simon Inc. And this has been Simon Says Let's Talk Business on Business RadioX.